YouTube, how you doing? Happy Easter, Easter Sunday. Fortunately, I'm home for a little while today. My wife and son are out with her family. My daughter's home sick, so she's home inside resting. I'd do a quick video response to my friend Justin Wolf's challenge he posted last night. His challenge was to share something that you learned recently, or not so recently, something that you've learned. It can be something simple, something complicated, just put something out there. I am by no means a survival expert. Anyone who has watched any of my videos should be well aware of that by now. I'm learning every day just like the rest of you. The day that stops, probably the day I should quit practicing bushcraft stuff, survival stuff. You can always, always. So one of the places I like to learn, obviously, is YouTube. I can interact with a whole lot more people of like mind there than I can, in my own neighborhood. So I have a lot of subscriptions that, I watch. I don't get to watch every single thing, but pretty many of them whenever I can. Just the other day I was watching one of the channels that I like to watch, Black Scout Survival. He's down in North Carolina, South Carolina, one of those. Anyway, he's got a great channel, has all sorts of good stuff on it, does reviews, tips, tricks, all sorts of good things. The other day I watched a video from him where he showed how to extend the life of your tinder, specifically Vaseline soaked cotton balls. Something like this. Take a cotton ball, dunk it in Vaseline, and it makes great tinder. It's easy to spark up with a ferro rod or with a lighter, burns for a while, great for getting fires started. I usually carry something like this in my pack. I don't rely on it. If I can get a fire started another way without utilizing a resource like this, that's what I'm going to do. But I always have these around, or something like them. I'll have cotton balls, these little, I don't even remember what they're called. I'll look it up and put it in a link in the description if I can find it. It's just like a wax impregnated gauze, a chunk of it. I get them up here at Cabela's, not too far away. These things are great, they burn a long time. And wet fire, you can get this stuff from Walmart. It does a terrific job starting fires. But anyway, the trick that he showed, and he said he didn't come up with this either, he plagiarized it from someone else, was take one of these and take some aluminum foil and wrap it up in aluminum foil. Make a nice tight flat little package, and when you're ready to use it, you pull it out, make a slit in it, open it up, fluff it up, get it going. And here's the thing, he said, like that, it'll burn for the better part of an hour, 40 minutes to an hour. Good grief. But I've burned tons of these things. They don't last for an hour. I was adding saran wrap, aluminum foil, going to do that. I actually tried it the other day when I was up in the mountain practicing some stuff out. And, yeah, by God, it worked. About 40 minutes I got out of that thing. I was pretty amazed, so I thought I'd show you. I thought we'd do two burns here. We'd do a control burn where I'll just take this impregnated cotton ball, and actually this isn't petroleum jelly, this is gel wax. Other guy that I plagiarized some ideas off of, Bushcraft Barton's, he's got all kind of good stuff. But he takes these and dips it in gel wax. Gel wax is used for making candles. And heck, I'll put a link to that down below too. but it basically does the same thing, but it's soft, it's pliable, and it's not nearly as messy. So I kind of like this stuff. But it behaves the same as the Vaseline. So we'll do a control burn. I'll just light these on fire and just let them burn as is, time it, see how long they go for. And then I thought I'd do all 3 of them wrapped in the aluminum foil, and we time that too. And I'll take you along, show you how to do that, see how long they last. I know it's going to have a pretty profound effect on this. I have no idea about these. I figured, what the heck, we'll give it a shot. If it extends the burn time of this, it ought to extend the burn time of these too, right? Well, I don't know. We'll try it. Alright, let me reset the camera and get going. Okay guys, got all 3 of them set up here. I am get my timer going. Just a second here. Okay, timer set to 0. Get these started as close together as I can. Heh, the lighter did just work. Alright, I'm going to cut out here and come back when these are done. Alright, we are at a little over 4 minutes. It's going on about 5 minutes. And they're all still going strong. I'll cut back when they look like they're about to go out. Alright, we're at about 8 minutes. Cotton ball is still throwing off plenty of flame, as is the I don't know what that is, the mystery tinder from Cabela's. The wet fire, actually the wet fire just went out just now. So that is 8 minutes and 40 seconds for the wet fire. There is tiny little bit of flame there, not much. So it took me a little longer to get that one started. Let's call that about 8.5 minutes. I don't think the cotton ball is going to last too much longer either. Looks like the mystery tinder is about done for at 10.5 minutes. Cotton ball's still going. But not by much. And I think she's about out. Yep. Oh, little flame left. Good enough. Let's call it 11 minutes. So, not too bad. Yeah, not too bad. About 8.5 for the wet fire, and 10 to 11 minutes for the other two. So, pretty good burn time. Okay, during the little intermission there while I was getting some other stuff set up, I looked this up. This is sold by Cabela's. It's called the Magic Fire Starter. That's what they call it. Paper, paraffin, and cotton. Like I said before, it looks like gauze. It's all rolled up. So the scout, or the trick that I learned from Black Scout Survival, was this. Take your tinder source here and a piece of tin foil. All you do is wrap it up. Pull the tin foil up, kind of fold it over. This will help waterproof it too. These things, the cotton balls with the gel wax, they'll float and they'll burn while they're floating. So waterproofing with these isn't a huge issue, but nevertheless, flatten them out if you want. Just fold those corners over. So you get a nice little compact bundle there. That with a wet fire. And lastly, with the magic fire starter. This one, make sure the loose portion is accessible to here. That's where I'm going to slit these things open to access them and light them up. Alright, there you have it. 3 little tinder bundles. What we're going to do to access these, if you're going to put some of these in your pack, just take your knife when you're ready to. Just slit necks. Peel that top part away there. Enough to expose the tinder, but not to completely expose it. Do the same with the wet fire. See how easy that is to light. I don't know. Our magic fire starter. That's good. That won't be hard to light. Alright, let's get this party started. This one's going out already. Alright, we're at 12 minutes. So you can see they're both burning. The cotton ball's burning a lot harder. There's a lot more flame there.
and I think I kind of screwed up when I opened it up and was messing around with it. I think I exposed too much of it. There's no way that this thing is going to go for 40 minutes. The wet fire, however, crap, the wet fire just went out. Too much wind today. I think we're getting down towards the end for the cotton ball. Like I said, I exposed it too much and it burnt too fast. When I did this the other day up on the mountain, it didn't burn with nearly that much flame. But even still, we're at 17 minutes of continuous burn time. That's not too bad. That's a heck of an extension. And if I were to take another one of those and rewrap it and expose less of it, I guarantee I'd get back up to that 40 minutes that I got the other day. The wet fire keeps wanting to go out. I don't know if that's because of the limited surface area combined with all this wind that I'm dealing with. Alright, the cotton ball just went out at 17 minutes and 40 seconds. So that's done for. Let the wet fire keep going. See if maybe this little wind block that I put up here helps. Cut back in a couple of minutes. Alright guys, we're back. The wet fire just went out. I just stopped the timer. It was about 29 minutes. I have a feeling that if I open that up and expose it some more, that there's going to be plenty of material left in there. Why don't we do that? Well, maybe not. Oh no. Absolutely plenty of material. Look at that. Alright, so that's 30 minutes of continuous flame, and you've still got all this left over. It wasn't a lot of flame, but depending on what you need this thing to do, you know, this could be a great way to extend the burn time. Like I said, this one would have burnt a whole lot longer had I not exposed so much of it right off the bat. Now, that was my fault. Like I said, I've done this before. I tried it and it worked pretty well. You can see here what's left of the cotton ball. Heck, you could even save that for char. I'm going to do flint and steel. See how much run time is left on those buggers. Heck, you could use these like an impromptu candle. If you have something that's really wet, you need to dry out some tinder, get things going. You know, you need that long, sustained heat. You know, this might be a real viable option for you. So if you're going to carry the carry cotton balls with you anyway, you know, it doesn't cost you but a couple of cents to get yourself some tin foil and wrap them up. I think this is what I'm going to be doing with mine from now on. I make some more. I'm gonna wrap them up just like this. That way you can control the flame. So yeah, this is a little trick that I learned this week. I thought it was pretty cool and I thought I'd share it with you. So we're just going to let these burn out. Like I said, that wet fire went for 29 minutes before it went out, and you can see how much life is still left in it. Plenty. Even the cotton ball had a good another minute left in it. So just another tool for your toolbox. Take it for what it's worth. Take care, guys.